The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Well, time for a fact that makes your brain go. And it really might blow your mind this morning because it's something you may have discarded a long time ago, but it's back in your life, something you deleted. We all think we can delete things and they go away. Much like the privacy situation on your phone. Yeah, everybody knows everything on your phone. However, the new iPhone update, there's been a glitch apparently on it. And many people, not everybody that this has happened to, but many are claiming that it resurrected old deleted nudes. So whether you took a nude or someone sent you a nude and it went to your photo album, these nudes with the new iPhone update resurrected, even if they were deleted years ago, and then they're at the top of your gallery when you open your phone.
You know what music belongs with this story? The Halo theme song. If we've been resurrecting nudes, if they've been coming back from the dead, doesn't this feel like the Halo music is appropriate for this situation?
Well, let me see. Let me start over then. Okay.
Do a take two?
Okay, take two. We're starting over again. Okay.
And don't start twitching. You had an addiction to Halo.
Oh my God, this sound is so soothing. The new Apple update has apparently resurrected people's nudes from years ago. Maybe you deleted them 10 years ago. And open your phone this morning and they could be right at the top of your photo gallery. Master Chief, what are we going to do? I'm going to leave this under the whole thing here. I didn't know what love was till I met my wife, Megan, and I mean that. No disrespect to any of the women I went out with before that, but I didn't really know what love was till Megan. But if there was something as close to love that I knew, it was the video game Halo.
I hope when you die, and I hope that's not for a long time, but I hope your last words are not to your wife and child or to me and Kenzie, but rather to Master Chief. It just feels like that's how you're going to go, is praying to Master Chief.
Oh, I want to be resurrected into the Halo universe.
Oh my God, I hope that's what you do in a second life.
I really do. Not to get sidetracked on this nude situation.
Which is often not hand in hand with Halo.
Well, I have played it naked in my apartment.
Have you? Wow. I don't play video games naked.
Well, I had to stop. I had a little addiction because I was playing 8 hours a day. In the middle of the night alone when I was single, I'd be, 1 in the morning naked.
Why are you naked at 1 in the morning?
Just felt better. I mean, especially there's that dead butt syndrome that happens with video gaming where your butt, literally, you can't feel it anymore. Uh-huh. So I felt being naked was better. And I'd eat pretzels and salt would get on me. It's not a good look. It's not fun.
What?
There's a lot there. I understand. I threw a lot at you there. I understand.
Being naked alone is weird.
Well, not when I had Halo with me.
Okay, fair enough.
It was great. Anyway, if anybody did the update and some nudes reappeared, I'd love to know because it didn't happen to everybody, but they're reporting this, a lot of people on some online tech forums, that deleted nudes from years ago have reappeared with this new update and at the top of your photo album.
Is it all photos or just nudes?
Just nudes, apparently.
Well, what's the boob radar in the new Apple update? I don't understand why nudes would be the problem.
Algorithms change all the time, as we learn here at the station, and maybe something happened there. So if anybody had this happen, because I know everybody here has sent a nude. I know that. Or I shouldn't say that. Not always sent, but received a nude, possibly. That covers everybody.
I think our listeners are cool like that.
Now, I'm going to be a little hypocritical because I've never sent... Tell me if this is a nude. A woman wanted to see my shoulder blades.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Don't know. So I did the phone. I was naked with the phone, so over my head. So you got kind of my tramp stamp mustache, my back there.
You were like shooting a hook shot?
Laying on the bed.
Oh, you were laying down?
Yes, laying. So full frontal is down.
Uh-huh.
And then full backle is up, I guess. And then the phone over my head, taking a picture of my shoulder blades, and then probably saw you can't really see my butt because it doesn't go in the air, you know? So that's what happened.
Wow. Yeah. That's not a nude. That's just weird.
It's pretty weird.
That's really
That's all
weird.
Anybody's ever gotten out of me.
Who was that woman?
It's a long time ago.
One of these Master Chief girls.
I don't even know. I don't even remember her name.
That's weird. I thought about that when we went before commercial break. There's probably nudes I've sent to people that I don't remember.
Now, were they full frontal of you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, that's not nice at all.
This is really a day we needed. Kenzie's out sick, That's why you're not hearing her voice on this, because she'd be jumping in on this left and right. I'd love to get her on maybe tomorrow at this time. We'll talk to her about it when she's back in. Hopefully she's feeling better.
Why would you make that sound when I said that I take full frontal nudes?
Say it again. I'll try not to say it again.
I take full frontal nudes.
Ugh.
That's just not nice at all.
Well, it's not just you. It's not targeted at you.
Okay, it feels like it's targeted at me.
Most male full frontal's not a good look.
I agree. Jason Segel forgetting Sarah Marshall. We learned that.
So I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. Maybe it worked out nice for you, that relationship.
No, not normally.
Oh, okay.
No, I met some questionable women back in my day, in my running and gunning days.
Oh, sure. John checked in from 309, says, I see a bunch of random photos show up on my phone that I deleted or don't even take the photo show up on my phone. John from Logan Square checked in.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, so I don't know if this happens to people where just photos you deleted just pop back up. And apparently the new iPhone update has resurrected people's nudes. So, check in with us, 312-591-8300. I'd like to, I don't want to see them.
No.
Don't send them.
Come on now.
Do not send them.
To 312-591-8300.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And we were just doing in the fact that makes your brain go that the new iPhone update, for some people, not everybody, has resurrected nudes that were deleted years ago, whether you sent them or received them, and it's popped back up in the top of your gallery. So imagine right now, 6:46, you wake up, got your coffee, and all of a sudden, big things right in your face.
Well, that's what happened to Donovan on the text line. He just sent us a text and said, yeah, my nudes from 10 years ago just showed up. I was 19 at the time in the Marine Corps Berets room. There's me standing there with my pecker in my hand.
Oh, my God.
The funniest word you could have used, Donovan.
Pecker isn't used enough anymore.
Not anymore. Not since Austin Powers, I think. That's kind of the last time I heard pecker.
And that's like, what, 19 years ago or
Austin
something?
Powers is about 25 years old.
Is it that? The first movie? Yeah.
I think the first one was 97. I think the second one was 99.
Holy crap. So
Does that change your perception of time?
Yeah.
Knowing that Austin Powers is almost 30 years old?
Yeah, and also the nudes coming in. Fred checked in too, 773, said, I want nudes of mine from 10 years ago. I'm sure they look better than Fred 2024. So that did happen to Donovan then. It popped back up.
Which I'm glad, because there was another text here from 224, and I was going along with this thought process, which is that this whole story, which is that the new Apple update has a glitch that is resurrecting people's nudes from whenever they sent them, no matter how long ago.
Oh, and deleted them, by the way. Yeah.
It sounds like a rumor that a guy who was cheating on his girlfriend came up with. And then he's like, no, there's a glitch in the Matrix. Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. And then all the cheaters just went along with it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know.
I got rid of these, I swear.
I don't know.
I must have updated my phone.
Can you imagine, now that you say that, how many conversations now have to happen today, awkward and uncomfortable ones, because an old nude popped up? And like Megan has the code to my phone, my wife does. Took a while to get there.
But some trust issues in that relationship if she's looking through your phone.
No, she never does. But we take pictures, we want to trade back and forth. I just toss her my phone, she opens it, and then we airdrop them to each other like that, instead of me doing it if I'm in the middle of something more important like eating or something
or
like that.
Entourage.
Yeah, something like that. And so eventually at one point, I can't remember when, probably when I said I do and she said I do, we traded all that. Like, she doesn't have my Facebook logins, but she's never asked for it.
No, she shouldn't have that.
I mean, I think a lot of people start relationships like that, or when it gets to a point like we trade all this stuff.
I don't want my girl's info. I don't want any of that.
I don't want
Megan's.
See it. Yeah.
It's like walking and stepping on a rake. I am just asking for trouble. You know what I mean? I don't want to know what she's got going on.
Maybe more of our listeners have that, but I think this, like Donovan, like this is causing an issue. Well, not for him. He's seen himself as a Marine, I guess he was.
Yeah.
Holy cow, probably
with his pecker in his hand,
jacked too.
But this is a good note for everybody listening. If you see a nude that's not yours on your spouse's phone today,
that's right.
They're not cheating. There was a glitch in the Matrix. We ask for patience. We ask for understanding and forgiveness. It's all going to be okay. It's not their fault.
Are you sure on everybody, though?
I'm positive. I guarantee nobody listening right now is cheating on their significant other.
I'll get into that. Also, I want to add one more thing, and I'm really asking for trouble when I say this.
Oh, boy.
Donovan, I'd love to see that picture. And listen, I'm happily married. Are you holding a machine gun too at the same time? I mean, that's a picture we should send overseas to scare people from going to war with us. But we will not be posting it on Q101 social. Donovan, don't send it. I'm just speaking out loud here. I'm just brainstorming.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Kenzie on Q101. And a lot of people, especially summer now, more people are hanging out outside. You're getting out of the house. It seems like winter people hibernate, and there's less just people outside here in Chicago, as you know. But then once it gets when it gets like 40 degrees, I'm out there in my hockey jersey and shorts, and I'm running around the neighborhood making some noise.
What are you, Kevin Smith? Hockey jersey and shorts?
That's my uniform. But now
Is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
There was a time when it was, and I just can't at this point in my life put on a hockey jersey and some camo shorts and walk around. I'd love to.
That's too bad.
I'd really love to. Everybody else out there that has that uniform going on, hold on to it as long as you can, because someday you won't look good doing it.
Keep doing you.
Yeah, just keep doing you until you can't. That's the lesson today on the show. My motivational speaker talk here I'm doing up in Rosemont this weekend.
Yeah.
You'll sneak peek.
The Civic Center. Selling it out.
But it's a time when people get out and it just starts getting loud in your neighborhood. Or maybe something you see things, okay, summer's coming. I know what they're going to do in their garage or out over their window. I'm going to see it. But there's some drama out there, and there's a blog. This actually came from our crew members page, so I appreciate George for putting this up there. It came from the Midlothian, Illinois Neighborhood Watch. And someone posted this.
This, by the way, is a group full of people that need a better hobby. Just before you say anything.
Well, let me tell you something. You looking for just some good times, get into these neighborhood Facebook groups.
100%.
Just get into these blogs. You're going to see some fun stuff.
People that have nothing better to do with their lives.
And I thank God for them every day.
We're blessed.
Blessed. Hashtag blessed. Okay. And maybe this would be a regular benchmark feature on the show to read these, but this one is priceless. So an anonymous member of this group, the Midlothian Illinois Neighborhood Watch, said, "Is someone seriously mowing their lawn at 10 p.m. at 150th and Kenton? WTF!" Exclamation point. Now, the person that was doing it responded immediately with a screenshot showing the time on their phone as 9:16 p.m., not 10 p.m.
That's a huge difference.
So they put, first of all, it was 9 p.m., not 10 p.m. Second of all, it's an electric lawnmower. So kick rocks to the person that's calling them out for mowing their lawn late at night. Third, I live a very busy life, okay? And I figured it'd be better to cut it now than just let it grow and look like S. If you don't like it, I'll toss you some money and you can cut it weekly. Grow TF up and get over it. TF meaning grow the F up.
Thank you, Brian.
Just trying to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Thank you for decoding that Morse code.
Thank you for that. I can't tell you how long I abnormally laughed at this whole post. Mm-hmm. And I hope you did too in your car right now. I'd love to talk to both of them, by the way, who posted it, who was angry at the 10 p.m. Mowing the lawn at 10 p.m. I have a neighbor that does that. They actually come and cut my building at 10 p.m. one time. And I was like, what the F? Can't you mow it during the day? I mean, I go to bed early because I get up at 3 a.m. for this show. I don't need to hear a lawnmower. Well, it's not an electric one by that one. But this is a wonderful statement of how summers go in Chicago.
Are you bothered by somebody mowing their lawn that late into the night? Whether it was 9:16 or 10 o'clock, we'll say same difference. Are you bothered by that?
Yes.
Why?
You can mow it. I get it. You have a busy life, sir. I'm not sure, or ma'am. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on there. Or ma'am. I'm not sure what's going on there. But you can't mow the lawn. You have to have some respect for your neighbors after a certain time. And I get it. And listen, I was 22 years old once. I probably didn't respect my neighbors very well. I with loud music and parties. My apartment was the place where people brought beer over and the party started.
My property value, I'd be so worried about it if I saw 22-year-old Brian move into the neighborhood. I would pack up and leave that night. I'd flee the country.
My half-stack guitar amp and 3 guitars coming in is a bad sign.
Your Jackson guitar, your camo pants. Oh, God, I'd get up and leave so quickly.
Oh, boy. Monica already checked in. 9 p.m. is way too late. If I consider it past bedtime, that's what it is. Be considerate.
Yeah, it's inconsiderate. Yeah.
Yard wars in Midlow happen all the time, says Mitchell checking in. So I want to hear from the drama going on in your neighborhood right now, especially maybe, again, it's warmer out, more things going on. Please call and tell your story. This is a chance to get on the air, and maybe they'll hear it. 312-591-8300 of your neighborhood drama going on. Midlow sounds like a lot going on down there with the lawn mowing stuff. I have a neighbor that does naked karate.
You have a neighbor that does naked karate?
He does naked karate.
Oh, so that's your issue with it. Got it, Brian. All right, next topic.
Now, I am in a 3-flat, and you go to back up to an alley like a lot of Chicagoland neighborhoods, and then the detached garages are there. He opens the garage cracked open because it's too hot in there, I assume.
Yeah.
The light's on. He's naked doing karate. Now, how do I know that? Because I walked over and looked under the crack while he was doing karate.
Because you stared right at him.
Well, I saw ankles, and I said, what's going on in there? And I heard this. Here's what I heard. That's what I heard. He's doing naked karate.
What time did you see him doing naked karate?
This was at 7 o'clock.
AM or PM?
Well, it was 7 p.m., and it was still before it got light out, staying light later, so it was a little bit dark out.
Okay.
But this is about a month ago.
This sounds like your fault.
Why?
It's 7 p.m. Let him be in his home in peace.
Naked, doing karate.
Yeah. You talked earlier about how you played Halo naked. I'm sure you had the windows open. Your neighbor saw you flopping around in the living room.
Listen, I didn't have air conditioning at the time. It was one of those apartments, where I had a little window unit.
Yeah, he doesn't have AC in his garage. What's he supposed to do?
Well, how about putting just a gi on to do his karate? If it's hot, sweat it out. If you want to work out, do it that way. I don't need to know that you're doing naked karate in the garage. I don't need to do that.
How old is this guy?
I don't know exactly. I don't know him. I'm guessing 47 years old.
Okay, so it's not like wrinkly yet.
Yeah.
It's a tough 45. I understand.
Check in right now, 312-591-8300 with what's going on in your neighborhood right now, your neighborhood drama. Check in with Brian and Kenzie on Q101 right now.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And we read a post from the Midlothian, Illinois Neighborhood Watch that, thanks to my guy George for putting this up there on the crew member page, it said, is someone seriously mowing their lawn at 10 p.m. on 150th and Kenton? WTF. This is from the Midlothian, Illinois Neighborhood Watch. The person responded saying, first of all, it was 9, and they actually put a screenshot of 9:16 on their phone. Second, it was an electric lawnmower, so kick rocks. 3, I live a very busy life, and I figured it'd be better to cut it now than just let it grow and look like S. If you don't like it, I'll toss you some money, and you can cut it weekly.
We turned into Liam Neeson at the end there.
And I will kill you.
What do you think he does, by the way, that contributes to his busy lifestyle?
I bet he works from home. I bet he works from home, and this is just him saying that he's busy at home. Get out there and do it. Also, he said, grow TF up and get over it.
I have to say, I love your cynical brain sometimes. Like you're a forward-thinking, kind of, positive guy. But when you dig your heels in and think the worst in somebody, you are so right. This guy 100% works from home.
Oh, boy. Also, someone chimed in when I talked about my neighbor does naked karate in the garage, and I only saw this because his garage was up a foot to let the air in, and I looked under, and boy, the view from down low was not good.
I can't believe you didn't tell me this. That's so good.
I was holding on to it. Not good. Someone brought up, why don't you go talk to him? Maybe you guys have become best friends.
Favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to. Good housekeeping. If you were a chick, who's the one guy you would sleep with?
John Stamos.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yup.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup.
You know what? Maybe I will talk to the guy. Maybe I'll do that.
I hope you make a new friend.
Oh, it'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Oh, my goodness.
People checking in on their neighborhood drama. What's going on in your town? Von's checking in from Andersonville. Von, what's up, buddy? Ahoy.
Hi, guys. I have a very particular set of skills. And that is to read these posts on Facebook, man. My community has so much going on, but what I've noticed recently in my neighborhood is that people are just coming by stealing strips of the road. Like, I don't even think it's official.
Whoa.
Usually when
Slow down, Von. Slow down. How do you steal a piece of a road?
Okay, so there's two parts of the story that I don't know how happened, okay? And that's, A, how they're stealing the road, and B, how I'm not hearing it, because they're sneaky, man, okay?
But are you saying
I'm waking up in the morning.
Are you saying there's pieces of concrete missing from the street?
Yeah, but like not the normal concrete. You know, when the city wants to do some wacky road jobs, they'll take the entire block. You know, they'll strip the entire thing.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming by and just taking like a corner. You know, like 4 inches. You know, just things to really mess with you. You know, and I can't jive with that. I don't know who's doing this, but it needs to stop. You know.
Okay. Well, listen. Whoever's stealing concrete in Andersonville, stop it.
Knock it off.
Yeah, knock it off.
Bad.
Thank you, Von, for checking in. We have Alina. Is it Alina?
Yeah.
Alina checking in from Chicago. Tell us your neighborhood drama. Ahoy, what's up, Alina?
Ahoy. We have a neighbor who plays electric guitar on his second floor balcony, and he's not very good at it.
Is it Brian?
Alina, don't be too hard on the guy. Okay, listen. I used to play guitar on my balcony. And
Okay, so it is you.
No, this is not me. Unless, I don't know, where do you live? What part of the city are you in, Alina?
It's Humboldt Park by 606, but he puts this tacky background, like karaoke background music, and he plays on top of it, and his favorite is the Titanic theme song.
Oh, my God. I did not see that coming.
I thought it was going to be Enter Sandman.
Oh, my God.
Not My Heart Will Go On.
I was about to defend the guy and say, you know, with the great thing of YouTube for musicians and people learning how to play an instrument is the backing tracks are sitting there for you, and you can learn to play along very easily with them. A lot of distortion going on, too, I'm sure. Wow. Is that what it sounds like?
Exactly like that.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. I hope you're caught up on the story of Tiffany Henyard and Dalton, Illinois. We were the first to talk about it as a radio station. Now, we want to give major props to our guy, Ben Bradley at WGN-TV, because he came to us. We have him on the air. It's been a minute. We got to get him on to talk about this.
Yeah, I feel like we're just waiting for the appropriate time to bring him back because there's so many small updates. We don't want to waste a Ben Bradley appearance on something minor, but it feels like the Tiffany Henyard empire is once again starting to crumble.
Yeah, Ben's busy. He's got things to do.
That's right.
Heading to the beach, you know.
He's a big fisher.
Oh, yeah, he likes fishing.
Yeah, he's a big fisherman.
I'm glad people still fish.
I know, it makes me feel good, right?
Makes me feel like society is still in balance.
None of these tablets, these iPhones, no, just you and a boat on the water.
Well, I'll probably take the tablet on the boat. But, I mean, okay, so here we go. Here's a report that explains what's happening now, and this could be the final domino of Tiffany Henyard and her, basically the accused corruption, her taking trips, taxpayer money. She makes $300,000 a year when the average salary in Dalton is $29,000 a year, not properly representing the poor, hardworking people of Dalton. And this is the latest on that saga.
More confusion and administrative chaos in Dalton, where federal investigators are digging into village finances. Tonight, the feud between village trustees and embattled Mayor Tiffany Henyard widened. Henyard was not present at tonight's special village board meeting. In her absence, a majority of Dalton's trustees named Jason House the mayor pro tem, so he can do things like sign contracts and pay bills. They also say Henyard continues to ignore important village business, and taking this action was necessary to make sure Dalton still functions and residents can receive services.
Now, I didn't know what that meant until she explained it there perfectly, the ABC 7 report, a mayor pro tem. So this Jason House, which I love his name.
Why do you love his name?
I think he walked in, well, like, all right, in case you don't know me, I'm Jason in the house.
Yeah, I'm sure he did that.
I would do that if my name was Jason House.
I thought he was going to be cold and like a killer like Dr. House from the show House.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
But no, you just want him to be bombastic.
In the house. I'm just saying what I would do if my name was Jason House.
Okay, good to know.
So basically, he took over, and he can do pretty much everything a mayor can do while the investigation goes on. And apparently, she's missing meetings. Every video I've ever seen of Tiffany Henyard is her in a meeting yelling at people, saying or locking the doors so someone can't get in a meeting. How the hell is she not in a meeting?
According to WGN, Henyard has missed 25 special meetings and has refused to put certain businesses on the town's agendas, businesses that need things done in that town. She's missed 25 meetings, which, again, to your point, what's she doing? All I know of her is being at meetings.
Right. So let's continue the story here. I just thought she was a meeting girl. That's what I thought. She loves meetings because that's a power trip there. When you're in a meeting and the leader of it.
And you got the crowd in the palm of your hands.
Oh, God. Here we go.
We're not trying to circumvent, and we can't circumvent what the Constitution says. However, we've seen in many cases where the mayor...
Hold on, does Dalton have a separate Constitution than the American Constitution?
I'm so glad you said that.
I don't know what's going
Do you know how bad things have to be in Dalton for them to reference the Constitution?
Yeah. You're talking about a city of, 17,000 people. And also, if they do have a separate constitution, then I want to make my own constitution for where I live on the north side of North Center.
Oh, sovereign citizen? Is that your new game plan? That's how you're going to avoid Chicago's taxes?
I want to secede from the city of Chicago, even though I'm in the middle of Cook County on the north side by Wrigley Field. I want to secede and have, Brian's country.
I can't wait for the U.S. Army to just make your life a living hell. I can't wait for the troops to storm your neighborhood.
We did discover that the U.S. military has only 5,000 tanks. I was hoping a number would be like 1 million, but you would see a couple of those in front of my 3-flat that I'm renting, by the way, coming to knock on the door and take me out if I tried to secede from Cook County.
Look, Peter did this in Family Guy. This is a whole episode of Family Guy where he secedes from the United States.
Is that right?
And he creates the country of Pretoria, and tanks show up at his front door.
All right, we'll get to that audio shortly as we finish Jason House here and the situation in Dalton with Mayor Tiffany Henyard, a guy named Jason House in the house coming in to cover for her.
See services.
We're not trying to circumvent, and we can't circumvent what the Constitution says. However, we've seen in many cases where the mayor's just not doing her job, and we want to make sure that we have a backup plan so that we're not reacting. We're trying to be a little bit more proactive.
Good.
Mayor Henyard is widely expected to veto the action taken at tonight's meeting, as she's done previously.
Wait a minute. She can veto the action that replaces her for missing meetings in a meeting.
Yeah.
Are we living in banana land?
Dude, she has it made. She has won the game.
What's going on? We're living in banana land. How has she not been taken out yet? Good Lord. I want to hear that statement again to make sure I heard it right.
We're trying to be a little bit more proactive.
Okay.
Mayor Henyard is widely expected to veto the action taken at tonight's meeting, as she's done previously. We have reached out to Henyard for comment, but have not heard back.
Wow. That's impressive.
It's a foolproof system. Well, she's just unstoppable.
Well, it's circular. So this is going to go on for 5 more years while the people in Dalton continue to suffer, and they can't figure out how much money is really, it's all alleged. But, she went to Vegas, didn't go to Vegas, went to Vegas, went to, New York City and Times Square, stayed at outrageous hotels.
4 seasons.
That's been proven already. But has there been any using of taxpayer money? That hasn't exactly been proven, I guess, yet. The FBI is investigating. But now she can keep, vetoing something that would help get to the solution, and she's the problem.
I'm all for democracy, but this keeps on happening with her. I don't understand. We talked about a month ago about how Lori Lightfoot, the former Chicago mayor, was appointed to spearhead a special investigation committee against Henyard. Yeah. Well, Henyard vetoed that. It's like we keep on asking her permission to do things that would hurt her, and she's smart enough to go, well, no, I'm not going to allow that.
Yeah.
Don't take a look at my financial records.
You're coming after me, and I'm going to say, I'm going to stop you from doing that through this meeting and say, stop coming after me. This is wild. This is why, however, she won our piece of garbage madness, beating out 64 others in the last year. You voted on it, and she won, and it was a great moment for Q101 and, of course, Brian and Kenzie. And the city of Dalton.
This is Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing.
Still don't have a comment.
Sir, you're a trustee.
Well, once again, I don't have a comment.
Only judge when you got both sides of the story, not one-sided narratives, which is negative narratives in the media. All the trustees walked out because they couldn't have their way, and that's not how government works.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
Well, we'll keep you updated as always here. Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.